Hey everybody, it is Fegan from the D-Pad D-Bags, and I have another game from the castit subreddit for you guys. Today, we have a replay that is submitted by the blue Protoss, who is hanging out in the bottom left corner, who is Bordois, and his opponent is the red Zerg, up in the top right corner, YumYumSauce. So, we have boats just kind of going and general mining. Wait. The Zerg hasn't built a drone yet. We're gonna see a 6-pool? Holy shit, I think he's going to 6-pool. He's almost at 200 minerals, and there it is. We are seeing a 6-pool from Zerg. That's, very interesting. Let's see if Bordois can deal with that. We see his, pylon going down, and his scout probe is going out. So let's see if he is going to get into the base in time to see this 6-pool going down. The spawning pool is almost halfway done, so he's really going to make up some ground to get there to see it. We do see YumYumSauce getting drones now. He is only up to 6 drones, so he's replaced that 1 drone that he used to create that. He is holding on to the rest of his money to create there's a 7th drone, to create his Zerglings. And it looks like Bordois is going to get into the base, but is he going to see that spawning pool? Let's see his vision. He does not see it yet. He does not see it yet. And there it is. He just sees it pop. He must know that that's an early spawning pool. He's going to look at the drone count and see that he only has 7 drones. He needs to react quick. And we see a forge going right down. And so it looks like he's going to try and wall this off to get that out before, but do we have any Zerglings in production? We actually have all 6 Zerglings finishing right now, just as the gateway is starting. So he's going to need to get a pylon down in this little section that's remaining and get it down quick. He's also going to need to get something up. He doesn't have any range that he's going to be able to get to fight that. He's not going to be able to get a zealot out to deal with that, but he is going to get the forge up, so he's going to have to rely on cannons to stop this 6-pool. So we do have the Zerglings coming across the map, and it looks like they are going to get blocked off, and we do have the first photon cannon going down. So the Zerglings are going to try and get this pylon here, and so if they can break through, they can do a ton of economic damage. So let's see how Bordois reacts to that. That pylon is about halfway down. It looks like it actually is going to go down before that photon cannon finishes. Oh, and what he's doing is he's throwing down 2 more pylons to complete the wall. So if this first pylon goes down, he still has a wall, and then that cannon is going to be able to get up. And there's the cannon getting up just as that pylon falls, and he's able to push away the 6-pool. So at this point in time, it looks like Bordois has a fairly decent lead in economy. He had to cut probes to deal with that attack, but he did thwart it, so he is going to be ahead in economy. There was actually a little hole here that came as a result that I guess Zerg just didn't notice. We do have a zealot coming out, so he's going to be able to complete that wall with a zealot. So we do have YumYumSauce holding onto the Zelnaga tower up here. He has a overlord at the other one, and we do see a cybernetics core going down for Bordois. So nothing. We have no more zones coming out at this moment. We do have a second gateway going down, and for the Zerg, he is just basically droning up. And by droning up, I mean he just has a queen coming out that is rallied all the way to the other side of the map. Let's see. Oh no, that queen's just getting out there. So he's just droning up. He is not producing any more Zerglings. He's getting his drones. Let's see, has he caught up? He's almost caught up in the drone count. So actually, interestingly enough, Bordois has only built one probe since, well, he's 2 now, since that attack ended. So he must have been. I know he threw down the cyber. He threw down the second gateway. He probably should have been throwing down a couple more probes just to get his economy going. We do see the warp gate research going, and nothing else super out of the ordinary. The Zerg is getting his expansion. He is taking a second, so I figured he realizes that he needs to really catch up on economy. He's just droning hard. Interestingly enough, Protoss probably has enough to take this. 2 zealots? Probably not, actually. So we have 2 more zealots coming out. The warp gate is slowly coming along. He is chrono boosting out his probes instead of that warp gate research. So he's not going for anything super aggressive. Fairly soon. We do see that Overlord coming in to check out what the hell is going on. He's going to see the +1 coming down, and a whole mess of Zealots just kind of hanging out. So the Zerglings are still hanging out here, and he has 9 Zerglings, which 8 of which are here, and the bottom one is hanging out in case of a move out. We do see the second almost finished for YumYumSauce, and he's just continuing to really just build some drones, and that is basically it. So, we do have some sentries coming out for Bordois, so I think we'll probably see some excellent force fields against this Zerg army. It still mainly consists, it only consists of Zerglings and a Queen, so he doesn't need much in the way of attack. We do see a Robo going down, as well as an additional pylon. And the Zerg has finished his natural, but he is doing absolutely nothing with it. He has a Queen coming out, and here comes his first drone out of that. He's not transferring any drones, but he did take a bunch of drones from his main hatch and send them down, rally them right down to there, so he's going to try and get that saturated quickly. And we do have the Protoss moving out. Looks like he's probably going to expand. He has the pylon coming there. His warp gate research is completed, and he does have his robotics facility is almost more than halfway done, and I assume we're going to see a Nexus here fairly soon. And he's got the 400 minerals, and there is the Nexus. So we are seeing both players are getting on 2 bases right now. Zerg is a little bit of ahead, but of course he hurt himself so much economically with that 6 pool that just failed miserably. So he really needed to catch up. He needed to expand faster, and Zerg needs to be on 2 bases while Terran and Protoss are on 1. So it's definitely, he needs to look to probably get a 3rd sometime soon if he wants to make this more of a long macro game. He isn't producing any more units. He does have Zergling speed coming down though, so he's not going to go for any sort of aggression soon. He just kind of wants to catch up. We do have an Immortal coming down for Bordois. I'm not too sure about this. I'm not sure he's seen anything to tell him that he should do that. Yeah, all he knows is the hatchery in the pool. He doesn't even know the expansion, so I'm not exactly sure why he's going with the Immortal. The Zerglings basically eat the Immortal alive. The benefit of the Immortal is obviously his shield, which reduces all damage taken to 10. Unfortunately, unfortunately Zerglings do less than 10 damage, so they end up ripping through Immortal. So I'm not exactly sure why he brought this Immortal out. It's not going to be anything helpful against the Zerglings, and Immortal shooting a Zergling is fairly useless, since it will one-shot him with a ton of overkill. So that Immortal isn't necessarily the world's best idea. On the other side, for YumYumSauce, we just see 10 more drones coming up. So he is droning hard in terms of units. He has 20 Zerglings, and did I see a Spire coming up? There it is. We do have a Spire. I assume he's going to go with some sort of Mutalisk tech. Either he's going to get Corruptors in anticipation of Colossi. If we take a look, YumYumSauce has not seen the robotics facilities. Not a lot of scouting going on in this game. He has not seen the RoboFac, so he doesn't know that there's the potential for Colossi on the field. So I'm not sure. I assume this Spire is more for Mutalisks as opposed to Corruptors. So does he know how many? Does he have any idea how many gateways he has? No, he's only seen 2 gateways. So 2 of the 2 that he has. So he's seen both of his